There is a roof of the house here, which allows me to be able...
Canadian trainer and coach Yolande Charles is in Nigeria on the invitation of the Little League program to help the country baseball and softball teams prepare for international tournaments in Czech Republic and Netherlands. During sessions with the boys and girls, coaches and technical officials, the trainer is helping the baseball and softball teams evaluate their current level and the level of play they ought to develop ahead of the international engagements.
The game is a completely different game in Nigeria as it is outside of the country. It's a much faster. So today, for instance, we're working on changing batting swings. We're going to do some fielding, some bunting. So basically, I'm just evaluating all of their technique and hitting, throwing, catching. And then I'm giving the coaches and the players suggestions of how they can increase their skills development so that they can become more competitive.
While hoping that the country will be in Europe for the events, Charles expects Nigeria to make significant impact at the tournaments holding in June and July. The tournaments also serve as qualifiers for the renowned Little League World Series in the United States, the biggest youth program in the globe.
If they continue to evolve the way they are right now, they should be able to go to Poland and the Netherlands and not be blown away. Right? And my expectation is that you have a pool of athletes here for the 2028 Olympic that should be able to qualify to represent Nigeria in the Olympics.
Nigeria qualified for the international tournament after winning the regional qualifying series competed by Benin Republic, Togo and Ghana. The tournament will provide opportunity for the country to showcase young baseball and softball players and unleash the country's potential in the sports. Charles stressed that continued development will help young athletes to form the foundation of Nigeria's future Olympic team, noting that inadequate facilities and lack of proper equipment remain major obstacles.
The commitment that's lacking in Nigeria is I don't want to say it's the government because I don't want to blame the government, but it's a lack of vision of what sports can do for young people in general. Because in the United States, Canada, and other places, children who are marginalized, whose parents don't work or they're able to use it to get scholarship, to get an education, right? This could be a fun sport something you do just for fun, but you can use it to see the world. Right? I'm in Nigeria now because of softball. And I was in Peru because of softball. I was in Cuba because of softball.
National Under-14 coach Peter Adekalu from Adekalu Bowls called on corporate sponsors, well-meaning individuals, philanthropists and government to ensure history does not repeat itself as the country failed to participate in the global championship in the past. Adekalu stated that the country is blessed with talents and young athletes who are committed, but finance has been a major constraint preventing Nigerian teams from traveling to international tournaments.
This is the 5th time we've qualified. We need support from government to support all these young talents. As you can see, Nigeria can play baseball. Before, we are second best in Africa, but right now Nigeria is nowhere to be found. We used to drag with South Africa. 2026, 27 Olympic qualifier is coming up. Los Angeles. We want Nigeria to be in Olympic for baseball and softball. So we are using this avenue to prepare all these younger ones. Like me, I'm a captain of national team, baseball. Retired but not tired, because I'm still active.
Beyond the tournaments, baseball and softball provide avenue to instill discipline, teamwork and leadership in young athletes while keeping them away from crime and social vices.
The more they compete on the international front, the better they will be. They should be in South Africa when there's a tournament there. They should be in Uganda if there's a tournament. And it shouldn't be because we don't have the money. There should be a commitment from the Minister of Sport that says this is an avenue to keep kids out of drugs, to keep kids out of gang, to keep kids off the street, to keep girls from getting pregnant. Because here, you're learning leadership, you're learning interpersonal skills, you're learning teamwork. All of those things facilitates itself when you go out and you get a job. You have to have those skills. So you take a very shy child, you put them on the field and come back and see that kid in 6 months, they're talking, they're showing the skill.
For the young stars, the tournament is an opportunity to put Nigeria and Africa on the global baseball and softball map.
Like, my journey is no more than my street, but when I joined this softball, I've been to Delta, I've been to Oshun, the place I've never been to. This softball take me to many places. All the tournaments I've been to, we always won.
Very impactful in aspect of discipline. It has improved my character, and places I never imagined going to before. It has taken me there.
We brought Coach Charlie to enlighten more, to give more light to the kids. And if there is any lapses, but with her reports, excellent. The children are okay, they're very good.
With the Little Leagues tournament just months away, the team is racing against time to gather the necessary resources to fund the trip to Europe for the Little League tournaments for junior players.